I'm surprised at how many guys we've had email us for the second date update. Again, if you go out on a date with someone and they don't get back to you, email us, Brooke and Jubal at moving925.com, and we'll call them and ask why they didn't call you back after your first date. Today we have Christian on the phone with us. Christian, how are you?
Hey, guys. Good. How are you?
I'm sorry. I'm only giggling because Jubal does a Christian voice for the phone taps. This sounds very opposite of you, Christian.
Yeah. You expect him to go, hey, yeah, what's up? Okay. Christian, what happened with you, man? You emailed us. What's the girl's name that you want us to call?
Her name's Amanda.
Amanda. All right. And what'd you guys do on your first date?
We went out to a movie. I asked her out to a movie, and
How'd you meet her?
we met at a coffee shop. She was sitting there, and I thought she was really pretty, and just kind of went off from there. And I decided to ask her out to a movie.
So you guys went to the movies, and everything seemed to go fine?
Yeah. I wanted to show her the Expendables 2 because I thought it was, it was really good.
Yeah, if you took me to that, I wouldn't go on a second date with
me
you. But either way, you guys went to that, and then what happened?
Well, then she, after the movie, she kind of said something came up, and she just sort of left. She said her roommate texted her that her roommate needed her, and it kind of felt like an excuse a little bit just because it came up out of nowhere.
Can I say, as a girl, that is an excuse?
Mm-hmm. It sounds like it.
I have pulled the roommate excuse before, and it's one of those things where you text your roommate and you say, hey, if I text you banana at 7 p.m., that means you got to call me and rescue me from this date.
Right.
I have to vouch. I've had it pulled on me, obviously, a couple times,
All right.
literally.
So she just left, and did you try to get a hold of her?
Yeah, I tried to call her a couple times, and it just never came back, and I'm just wondering, what happened.
You can't think of anything that happened while you were in the movie?
No, I'm a huge fan, and I was, I was talking about the movie a lot,
All right, we're going to call her right after this.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Okay, Christian took Amanda to see the Expendables 2. Questionable choice.
Yeah.
And after the movie, she claimed to have gotten a text message from her roommate about some sort of emergency, and she left. He hasn't heard from her since. Christian, you ready to give Amanda a call?
Yes.
Christian, do you date a lot?
Here and there.
It sounded like a no kind of, didn't
Yeah,
it?
I did. Are you prepared for this to be kind of mean?
Sure. Yeah. I guess. I hope it's not. But yeah.
Okay, we're calling her right now.
Hello?
Hey, Amanda, how are you? This is Brooke and Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5.
Hi.
How are you?
What's up?
Not much. You sound excited to hear from us.
I'm home. Did I win something?
Well, sort of. You want a second date update.
God, no.
Have you been listening to our show at all?
I listen to you guys a lot.
Okay, so you know what the second date update is. It's where you go out on a date with someone, they email us to ask you why. Do you remember going on a date with a guy named Christian?
Yes.
You guys went to the Expendables 2?
Yes.
You ditched out on him, said you got a text message from your roommate and left?
Yes.
Why did that happen?
Does he really not know why that might happen?
Yeah.
Christian, why don't you just ask her herself why she didn't get back to you?
So, Amanda, why didn't you get back to me?
All right. Do you really want me to just be totally honest here?
Yeah,
Can I tell them
I'd
about
love
our
that.
date? So he invites me to go see The Expendables, which is an action movie, which I'm not really into action movies, but I was like, okay, be cool, something he's interested in.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know what? Yes, okay, let's be open to this.
All right.
And I get to the theater, and the show is not starting for an hour and a half.
Okay.
Whoa.
That's very, very early.
Did he get the time wrong?
No, I don't know, but he seemed really happy
No,
to
okay,
sit
let me
in the
just-
dirty lobby with me.
Amanda, let Christian talk for a second.
Let me just interrupt here, okay? Yes, we got there early. You got you don't even understand. This is an incredibly important movie in the action hero genre.
Christian, you're not helping your case, dude.
I am.
Okay, yes,
I'm
and this is
excited
what
about this.
Okay, let Christian talk for a second, Amanda, please.
I am excited. Not only is it a star-studded cast of
thank you.
historically great action movies, but it's
Chris-
also just.
Christian, I was just telling Amanda to let you talk. Now I just want to stop you for your own good. What, are you really that into this movie? You
This
can't.
movie is going to be incredible. Did you see the first? This one
Well,
has Randy Couture in it. Not only
hence the
amongst
title.
other action stars.
Okay.
This is going to be a monumental thing, and we had. I wanted to get there in order to, I don't know if she was familiar with the first one.
So he spent an hour and a half getting me ready for this with a lecture. I was basically lectured in a theater lobby for an hour and a half on the history of action heroes, talking about the chronology of each character.
I got to give you props for not leaving then. I
Okay.
can't.
And there
believe
were
you
no
stayed.
drinks. There was no alcohol involved. Maybe if I was drinking,
Amanda-
I could have.
What else happened?
Okay, so then we get into the movie theater, and there's still about 15 minutes till the movie's going to
gosh.
start, And I'm, trying to have a conversation about something I might be interested. And he's like, please, I need to get into the right mindset for this. So,
Wow.
How did you?
You can't be distracted by other outside things. I told her we would be able to focus on,
I just
other stuff
listened
after
to you
the movie,
talk
but right now,
for an hour and a half, and you can't listen to one thing about me.
Wow.
So he says this. He goes, listen, he's like, you can go into your zone, check your email or whatever.
Wow.
How did you not stand up and leave right then, Amanda?
I don't know. I don't really freaking know. So during the movie, which he had to get in the zone for, he talked through the whole damn thing. He was like, see, this is who I was
pointed
telling you
out
about.
I pointed out things that were important. Different stars that you might not have known about.
Oh,
it
Christian.
was. I don't even care. If you can't understand the importance of this movie on our generation. And
I
don't
can't.
wanna-
Clearly, we have different value systems.
Yeah.
We
I don't want
have
a
different
second.
value
I don't want a second
systems.
date. So
Christian, you already say you don't want a second date.
I do not want a second date.
Okay.
I mean,
Then why
it's-
are you
you can't
calling
understand
me?
Well, he wanted to know why. Although Christian, you probably don't want to let people know you're so excited about movies like The Expendables. Even if you're into sci-fi, it could be a little much. Amanda, I'm assuming that you are also a no on us paying for you guys to go on a second date.
You're right on that.
Christian, have you learned anything from this process?
I learned that it was an incredible movie and that you should all see it.
All right.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
When desperation hits, people will do almost anything to get a date. A lot of dudes will sign up to take a class in order to meet a woman, like some sort of cooking class or a salsa dancing class or some sort of wine and painting night or something like that. Personally, I've always had my old fallback, the follow her around and take pictures from afar class and then post them on social media and say that you two went on a date class. It's always worked very well for me. Well, Allison, who's on the phone to do a second date update right now, actually took a class to try to meet a dude, and I guess it worked because she met somebody, but now they're not calling her back. What's up, Allison?
Hi. Desperate, eh?
Yeah, you're actually desperate enough to
Desperate,
take
eh?
a class, huh?
Yeah. You didn't like your intro, Allison? It didn't make you look good?
I'll take it.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So, what kind of class did you take to meet a guy?
No, I don't want to say, but it was fly fishing.
Oh, that's
Fly
awesome.
fishing.
Oh.
That's
Is it cool?
Yeah, that's a cool class to take.
Well, I caught me one.
There you go, girl.
Did you do it by, throwing the hook into his mouth?
No, I actually kind of impressed him because I caught a fish.
Oh, sweet. It's romantic. Cool.
So, how did you guys actually strike up a conversation in your class?
Well, it had a lot to do with the fact that I was doing probably the best out of the class, and I think that everybody was surprised because I'd never been fly fishing. It was kind of like a dare from my best friend because we were brainstorming ways to meet a guy for me because I'm chronically single.
Okay, so back to the whole desperate thing,
Yeah.
right? So you'd never done this before, but you beginner's luck, I guess?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I had done all the dating sites, and I was just so bored with it. And so, yeah, I tried something new.
That's a
Okay,
good idea.
and was this a guy that had caught your eye from the start of class, or was he someone who kind of grew on you?
Definitely the cutest of the bunch, tall, dark, and handsome.
Ooh,
You could
dang.
tell he was super outdoorsy.
And he approached you. He started the conversations and asked you out?
Yeah, he was like, well, maybe you can give me some pointers. He was really sweet about it. And then he kept flirting, and we wound up talking a lot after class when he asked me out.
Okay. And what'd you guys do for your date?
It's interesting because he asked me out on kind of a doozy of a date because he asked me to go camping, and this is like an overnight camping trip.
Whoa.
And so,
Wow, that sounds like more than a first date to me.
Yeah. I mean, was it with a group of people, or were you just going to go alone in the woods with a stranger?
alone in the woods with a stranger.
Whoa.
It was like I took a leap of faith, but I went.
So back to the desperation thing, right?
Oh, yes, I guess I'm a little desperate. I totally went with him.
Oh, you
That's
did
crazy,
it.
man. I would not, I don't care who it was.
Really?
First time meeting a person, they invited me camping, no way.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't go camping anyway.
No, well, definitely not. But I wouldn't spend the night with anybody in the woods for any reason, first time I met them.
That is a lot of pressure. I mean, were you sharing a tent?
Same tent, different sleeping bags.
Okay.
That's
okay.
good.
And are you an outdoorsy person?
No.
Oh.
No, and I had faked it through my fishing class, and so I was a complete novice in the situation. I had gotten the Camping for Dummies book so that I wouldn't seem completely useless.
I just picture you spending thousands of dollars on camping gear so that you can, like, show up and look like you know what you're doing.
You know, you're not too far off.
All right, so did you fake it appropriately? Did he believe that you were a big outdoorsy lady? That sounds bad. That sounded bad. I don't mean like big in stature. I just mean like a big outdoorsy person.
I thought I did a pretty decent job of faking it, but he definitely handled the tent and the fire. I handled the s'more, so I could make a s'more.
Okay.
Good.
So how was the overall camping experience with him?
I thought it was good. I thought it might get a little friskier than it did because when he dropped me off, it was just a hug, you know. But
Wait, you guys stayed in a tent and you guys didn't make out?
no, we didn't make out.
Oh.
Huh.
It was a hug at the end of the date kind of thing.
So you didn't do anything. You just went to bed in your tent?
I mean, we talked a lot. We talked until like 2 in the morning, and then he just kind of fell asleep.
Oh.
Okay, were you disappointed?
A little, you know. I think every girl kind of wants to be kissed. But I also didn't want to be, you know, too easy. I didn't want to be like, oh, yeah, I'll go out to a tent with you. I didn't want to be that girl.
Oh, I still think that girl is more fun, but whatever.
Do you feel like he wasn't interested?
Well, now I do because I haven't heard from him. But it
Yeah.
was just such a big first date that I guess I expected at least a call, you know?
Right. So
Right.
what do you think went wrong?
Maybe I snored. I don't know.
You just woke up drool on your pillow. There was no awkward moments for you guys?
I can't honestly think of anything except for maybe he is looking for someone who actually is outdoorsy because I'm not.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Sounds great.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You know, normally on these second date updates, when we talk about a woman faking it, it has a completely different meaning than today.
Yeah.
Because Allison, who's on the phone for a second date update today, faked it big time. She wasn't even intimate with the dude.
Yeah.
She faked that she's an outdoorsy lady just so she could go hang out with this guy. And she thinks the reason she's not getting a call back is because he saw through her little plan.
I still can't believe you only got a hug out of a whole camping extravaganza. That's all you got.
It baffles me, too. I mean, I was ready for just about anything.
Yeah.
Just about anything, unless it had to do with the outdoors, and then you had no idea how to handle it. If you missed the first part, Allison went camping with this guy a whole night. They slept in the same tent, didn't do anything, didn't even make out.
Oh, don't remind me.
See?
All right.
Maybe you should have taken charge and made the first move. Maybe that's where you went wrong.
Ew.
Okay.
Ew. Okay.
That is really, it's good in women empowerment there.
Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now, Allison, see if we can get him on the phone and find out what went wrong, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Dylan, please?
Yes, Steve.
Hey, Dylan, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
From what?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
No idea.
I don't really listen to the radio.
Okay.
Not obvious
well,
at all.
We are a morning radio show program, and one of your friends listened and actually emailed us about you.
One of my friends?
Well, somebody that you know emailed the show and wanted us to get a hold of you.
Who? I can't think of any of my friends that would email a radio show.
Well,
Oh my God, you sound disgusted at even the thought of them tuning into us.
her name is Allison, and you guys went on a little camping trip recently.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Allison emailed us and told us about how she met you and how you guys went on a little camping date. But now she says you're not getting back to her, and she's wondering why. So she thought maybe we could help and figure it out.
She wants you to help her figure out why I'm not calling her back. Am I getting this right?
Yes. Yeah. It's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. So is there any information that you can give us so that we can tell Allison why you don't want to see her again?
Why don't I want to date her?
Yeah.
I don't know, like tons of reasons.
There's
tons of reasons?
Yeah, I mean, like, what do you want, like specifics?
Yeah, I would love a few. If there's tons, I don't know if we have time for that, but maybe like the top 3 things you didn't like about her.
And how do you go from like inviting a girl on an overnight camping trip to having multiple reasons that you don't like her?
I think it was just a bad idea. Like, you should probably know somebody before you go on a camping trip with them, so lesson learned.
Yeah, that was my first thought. I was kind of surprised that you asked a girl to go camping with you that you didn't even know.
So were my buddies.
All right. So what was so bad about it, though?
Well, I camp a lot. You know, I'm into, like, bushcraft and being out in the woods. Like, that's my thing.
Right.
And she's kind of led on like she was an outdoorsy kind of girl and that she was into it. But no, she's a city girl. I mean, I don't think she'd ever been camping before in her life.
So you were grossed out that she couldn't carry a 50-pound pack up into the woods and survive for a couple days.
No, it's not about that. It's not about how tough you are or how strong you are. It's more about just like the ease with which you can get into nature, and that just never happened for her.
The ease of how you can get into nature.
That's hard for Jubal to understand.
Yeah, it's just an interesting way to say it. What do you mean by the ease of how you can get into nature?
So, like, there's no cell phone service, right?
Right.
It's like that's the point, to be kind of cut off.
Yeah, and I've been thinking about that. Why don't they put towers up there where people camp?
God.
They should have some towers up there, don't you think?
I mean, you're joking about it, but that's the thing. Like, she could not deal with being cut off. Like, the second we got there, she's got her cell phone out. She's taking pictures, which is fine, but then she's just complaining the whole time that she can't post any of the pictures to her Instagram.
Yeah. I could see where that would be a little obnoxious. Did you address it with her? Like, hey, that's kind of the point of why we're out here.
I mean, at first, I kind of tried to play along and be like, yeah, well, that's sort of the point. But she's kept going on about it. Finally, I just shut down. I was like, all right, she's just going to complain about it, and I'm just going to keep setting the tent up.
Yeah. All right, so was her not liking the fact that you didn't have cell service the first thing that tipped you off, that she wasn't really as outdoorsy as she pretended to be?
Yeah, I mean, like, she was scared to go to the bathroom. It was like one of the biggest things. Like, there are no bathrooms at the campground. So, if you have to use the bathroom, you go about 100 yards away from the campsite. That's like safe camping, to keep the bears away. You don't want animals to know that you're there.
Yeah, you dig a hole if you have to. I get it.
But she wouldn't do it.
What?
Oh.
She went out there, and she would come back and be like, I can't do it. I'm too scared.
What was
So I like the whole time she tells you she's an outdoorsy person, and then she has to go to the bathroom outdoors. It's like, no, I'm scared.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I mean, this happened like 2 or 3 times, and by the time, night fell, I felt sorry for her. I had to drive her to a McDonald's 30 minutes away.
Shut up.
So you had to drive her
That's awesome.
half an hour so she could use the bathroom.
Man.
And anyone should be more scared about a McDonald's bathroom than peeing in nature.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it was too much. That's not what camping's all about,
So did you at any point think that maybe you guys should wrap it up instead of staying the night?
I mean, I did, but we were already there, and I didn't want to be rude. So, eventually I just faked falling asleep so I wouldn't have to talk to her anymore.
Wow.
Oh,
That's kind of
That
mean.
sucks.
You just
So-
what?
I faked falling asleep so I wouldn't have to talk to her.
No, Dylan, you don't even realize it, but right now you're actually talking to her.
Who?
Allison. She's on the other line listening, and she's the one that just said you did what?
Oh, my God. You didn't tell me she was going to be on the phone.
Well, I was about to tell you she was on the phone, and then she just decided to pipe up. So, sorry, she's on the phone.
Dylan, you seriously faked falling asleep so that you wouldn't have to talk to me? You really did that? Oh, that hurts my feelings so much.
Well, I wasn't going to say it to your face. I kind of got bamboozled.
Yeah. But you did stay up till 2 in the morning, Dylan.
I only stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning because I had to drive her to McDonald's like 3 times.
Oh!
Well, I'm sorry. I don't know what's out there in the woods, if there's, like, cobras or coyotes. I, didn't want to get hurt.
Do you guys hear this? Do you guys hear what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She is not outdoorsy at all. Like, this is not the girl I'm looking for.
I don't know. It sounds like it to me. Those cobras in the woods can be scary, dude.
Well, they told us in our fishing class that we had to be, alert to wildlife and stuff, and so that's what I was doing. I was just being careful.
I mean, but you can be alert to wildlife and still go to the bathroom in the forest. It's not like those things are not mutually exclusive.
I mean, I'm a girl, so there's, squatting, and I had pants on, and how do you do that? And then there's, splattering, and, no.
It's really easy.
See, Dylan, she sounds outdoorsy. I don't know what you're talking about.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, why did you tell me that you were outdoorsy if you're scared to go to the bathroom outside?
Dylan, I never told you that I was outdoorsy. I just honestly took a fly fishing class to meet somebody cool, and I thought that I did. I never told you I was outdoorsy. You just assumed, so.
Oh, my God. Well, maybe you should take an Instagram class, and then you could meet other guys at Instagram.
You know what? I had a good time. And I wanted to show my friends on Instagram that I had a good time, and I actually did because I got an internet connection at McDonald's, so now I got to delete that because you're mean.
I'm happy for you.
Allison, but you can kind of see what he's saying. Like, if you're not into the outdoors, then maybe fly fishing classes aren't
the point
probably.
Is that I tried. You know, I really did.
But did you like it?
I liked him, and I tried, and that's all I can do, and it's obviously not going to happen.
Dylan, that's true. She did try, so why not give it another shot? Would you go out on a second date with Allison? We will pay for it.
No. Thank you, but no.
You could have hesitated a little bit on that.
Wow.
Acted like you didn't care.
I'm sorry, man. It's just, I want to be with someone who loves being in nature, and it's clear that she does not like it. I mean, she's scared of it, okay? Like, she's scared of the thing that I like to do.
I'll pee in the woods. God.
Like right now, Allison?
I don't go.
Whenever.
I feel like she has to prove it. I don't know.
Maybe she should Instagram it.
Dylan, she said she would pee in the woods for you if you'd go out with her again.
That is pretty romantic.
How about this? If she sends me an Instagram photo of her peeing in the woods, I'll go on a second date with her.
No.
All right. Allison, Instagram proof that you're peeing in the woods for a second date with Dylan. Will you do it?
I think I'm just going to pass. But it was nice meeting you, Dylan.
What about if you want Instagram at Facebook Live?
There's options.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592. It says, I can't believe they didn't go out on a second date. It sounds like they had so much in common.
Right? They really did.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Allison wanted to call this dude named Dylan. She said that she was an outdoorsy gal when she wasn't.
Yeah.
At all, because he's the dude that likes the great outdoors, camping, hiking, all that stuff that just sends shivers down my spine whenever I talk about it. But he wasn't calling her back because she refused to go to the bathroom outside. Because that's what you do when you camp. You go in a bucket or dig a hole or I don't know.
You just find a spot.
I don't know what you do. I've heard rumors.
It's harder when you're a girl, though. You know,
Oh, definitely. But
if
is
the
it hard
aiming
enough?
is hard. I mean, there's splatter that comes back at you.
It's a
not
lot
good.
harder. Yeah, that's one of the perks of being a dude is you can go to the bathroom anywhere.
But
Right?
still, it's not hard enough where you have to make somebody drive 30 minutes multiple times away from the campsite.
That's why he wasn't calling back, because he actually had to drive her somewhere to use the bathroom every single time. So he didn't like that. And she talked to him and was like, well, I'd be down if you go out with me again. I'll use the bathroom outside. Trust me. And then by the end of the conversation, he was being such a D-bag about it that she was like, no, I don't want to go out with you anymore.
I thought he was super judgy. Like she was saying, I never said I was outdoorsy. I just took a class that happens to be outdoorsy.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
No one told her about the bathrooms. I mean, really, she could buy one of those bumper dumpers.
What?
What's a bumper dumper?
It's like this, if people camp, you put it on your bumper, and it's like a little toilet seat thing.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah, so for girls, then you don't have to worry about the squatting.
I would even use
I know.
that. I would squat.
You just changed my world.
You guys would do that down in the parking garage.
Yeah. I drive all the time. I do stand-up comedy, and so does Jose. We have to drive to gigs and things like that, and I have to pull over every 5 seconds on the freeway.
Yeah.
I might if I need a bumper dumper. Okay.
You do. You really do.
Screw the second date update. If you have, send a bumper dumper in. I'll promote it on my social media, everything. I need a bumper dumper right now. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
A lot of women will tell you that they think a sexy job is a firefighter or maybe a pilot, something like that. But we all know what women really want is a dude that cuts fabric at your local craft store. What? That is a hot job.
Last time I was at the craft store and every other time before, it's always been like a 65-year-old woman that's done that for me.
Well, you're going to the wrong craft stores because there are some hot dudes working at the craft stores. And Denise knows that because that's where she met the dude she wants to call today for a second date update. What's up, Denise?
Hi.
God, you're a maniac, Denise. Rolling out to the craft store, hitting on men.
Well, it didn't go down exactly like that.
Okay, how did it go down?
Well, I had to make a return, and I didn't know if they would accept it because I had bought it at a different store. So I called, and the guy who I spoke to was really nice.
Wait, so you didn't even see this guy in person? You just called him on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I talked to him, and he was really nice. And, we ended up discovering that we both went to the same high school.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. How long were you on the phone with the guy from the craft store about returning some fabric?
It wasn't that long. It was probably longer than a normal conversation, but it wasn't that long.
Did you guys know each other in high school? Did you realize that?
No. I guess we went at different times.
Okay. A lot in common with this craft store fella. Did you ask him out on a date right then, or?
No, I didn't. So, we got off the phone, and then I ended up going right in, in the next hour, and, he was working, and I saw him, and he was really cute.
Which was
oh, man.
Shocking. Were you shocked by that? You were a little shocked.
I was a little shocked. I was. Because I feel like normally it's a 65-year-old lady who's working at the craft store. So
right.
It was surprising.
Okay, and who asked who out? Did you ask him out or did he ask you out?
We just exchanged numbers and agreed to go out later that night.
Ooh, you and craft store boy are moving quick.
Yeah.
What's his name, by the way, so I don't have to call him that?
His name is Russell.
Russell.
Okay.
He probably goes by craft store boy in all of the circles that he runs in, so probably not a big deal. What'd you and Russell do?
We just went to a taqueria and got margaritas and tacos.
Nice.
And how was it?
It was really fun.
Cool.
We both talked about how much we dig a bunch of different TV shows. And there's one that I really want to see, and I feel like people have talked about it. And he was like, oh, my gosh, me too. Is it? And then, I said Dexter as he was saying it, and we were like, what?
That's the most romantic thing I've ever heard. That's a show about a serial killer. So you guys bonded over your interest in a serial killer. That's very romantic.
Yeah, it wasn't that romantic, but it was cool. We both wanted to see the same show.
Okay, that's an easy segue into, so we should hang out and see the show together. Did that happen?
So it's funny that you say that because that's exactly what happened next. He asked me over to his apartment to watch Dexter.
Oh, wait, that same night?
Yeah, it was the same night that I talked to him on the phone and then made the return and then eating tacos and drinking margaritas. I'm going over to his apartment and we're watching Dexter. It sounds like I've known him for a month, but it's been just one day.
Yeah, you guys have spent more quality time together than a lot of couples already.
Yeah, cool.
And you didn't feel like it was a ploy just to get you back to the house?
Oh, no, I totally did, but I was absolutely fine with that.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, you guys are on the same page there, too. Wow.
Yeah.
How did the rest of the evening go?
So we got there and we started watching the show, and it was really good. And before we knew it, it had been, I think we binge watched it for like 3 hours and nothing happened. We literally watched the show for 3 hours.
That was it?
Yeah, and then what?
Then I was like, oh, it's really, really late. I need to go. And so he walked me to the door and he gave me a hug and I left. And like we agreed we would talk later. But that was it. Nothing like no kissing or anything like that.
Wow, that's weird. He actually just wanted to watch the show that you guys talked about.
Yeah, I guess. Or maybe he was really into it. I mean, it is really good. It's not like I was sitting there waiting for something to happen. I guess it's just thinking about it. I'm like, that's a little weird.
And you're sure he's interested in you and in women?
I think so. I mean, I think we hit it off. I mean, he seemed to be not creepy flirty, but like flirty enough to where it was like, oh, he seems interested in me. Okay. And, you know, he asked me to his house. And
how many times have you guys talked since then?
So here's the weird thing. We texted a lot and we talked on the phone a couple times and then it just kind of fizzled out. And I don't know why.
Weird. Well, you know, these craft store employees, they're players. So he's, probably got a ton of girls coming in there making returns. I mean, yeah, he spent a lot of time at the retirement home. You know how it goes.
You guys joke, but if you're a cute boy in a craft store, I'm just telling you, you've got elementary and school teachers everywhere. And there's a lot of cute single ones.
I hope that's not the case because I want the craft store boy for myself.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him and get your second date update, okay?
Thank you.
Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Denise is on the phone and she met a guy named Russell, and their first date had all of the makings that a long-lasting relationship needs. It had tacos, a mutual love for arts and crafts, and an insane serial killer. It's really all you need to make a relationship work, and they had everything. So now she's confused why the dude isn't calling her back. They met at a craft store. He actually works there, and they agreed to go out for tacos. They went out for tacos, and after that, they went to go watch Dexter at his place because they were talking about it during the date. But since then, the conversation has kind of trailed off, and now she hasn't heard from him in a while. So we're about to get him on the phone and find out what happened. Are you ready, Denise?
Okay, thanks.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Russell, please?
Yeah, this is Russell.
Russell, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Why are you calling me?
Because I want to talk to you about something.
Are you hitting on me? Like what? Why is there...
You never know,
No,
Russell.
Yeah. No, I'm not, but I am interested in craft store employees, so maybe someday, Russell.
You know, I work at the craft store. Like, what is this phone call?
We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So we recently got an email about you from a girl named Denise.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Denise emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone because apparently you've stopped talking to her.
Of course I did.
What do you mean, of course you did? It sounds like you guys spent a lot of time together.
Yeah, I don't know what you would define as a long time. I mean, we hung out one day, like one night.
Okay, she told us that, but I just meant like a lot of time in that one day.
Honestly, how much do you know? Like, why would you be... I don't understand this phone call.
Well, we know kind of a lot about your date because Denise emailed us, like I said, and we talked to her about it, and she said that she met you because you work at a craft store that she goes to, and you guys went out for tacos, and then we're talking about Dexter, and then you went back to your place to watch some of the show.
I was honestly shocked that you guys could watch 3 hours of any show after margaritas, and neither one of you made any sort of move on each other.
Yeah. Wow, yeah. She did tell you a lot, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did.
She told us all about your evening, and that's why she's confused. Like, why'd you stop talking to her?
I stopped talking to her because she's got to respect me.
What?
How is she not respectful?
You know what? I'd rather this just go away. I don't want to talk to her again, and we could just move on from this.
Whoa.
Well, can you give us anything? Because she's really confused. I just want to be able to tell her something.
And, I mean, if she did something to, like, disrespect you, she doesn't know she did
Yeah,
it.
she did. She did. Did she tell you how she finished the entire first season of Dexter without me?
No.
Well, she did. And that was supposed to be our thing. So obviously she doesn't respect me now, does she?
Wait, that's what you're upset about? Like, that's her disrespect, is her finishing the season of Dexter?
You're acting like it's not a big deal. We spend 3 hours getting into this series. This is what we bonded over. She takes off, and then she tells me a few days later that she finished the whole season without me. Yeah, that's a big deal.
Apparently, you sound really upset by this.
Yeah, because this is more than just a TV show. This is what we bonded over, all right? So it does, yeah, it kind of hurts.
What was your reaction to her when she told you that she finished the season?
She texted that to me, and to be honest, I was a little shocked. I wouldn't even say a little shocked. I was a lot of shocked, all right? To finish the whole season, I didn't even want to respond to her. I had to cool off. I had to take a few hours.
Wow.
Huh.
You guys are acting like this is no big deal. This is a big deal, dude.
I can tell that this is very important to you. And that's why I want to tell you that she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Hey, Russell.
You've been on the phone the whole time?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you have time to be on the phone. I figured you're up to seasons 2, 3, and 4 by now.
Oh, my God.
I thought this was going to be our thing. I thought this was the start to our relationship. Hey, let's watch the show together. But I guess you had other plans.
Russell, we've never even kissed. We hung out for one day, and you're talking about the start of a relationship? Like, we hung out one time. We hugged. I don't think I've betrayed you here. I thought we just had a good time.
Yeah, we did have a good time. And then you had to go and finish season 1.
I mean, okay, aside from that being a little crazy, it's kind of sweet that he wanted this to be your thing.
Yeah, oh, totally. I agree. I think that's really sweet. But, like, to just decide that, like, oh, this is really offensive and I'm just going to ghost right now because I watched the rest of Dexter is kind of a little insane. Like, I will absolutely go and watch all those episodes with you again, for sure. I had no idea that you were, like, this intense about we're watching it together.
I told you when it was done, that was the best first 3 episodes of my life. Did that not clue you in on how I would want to continue them with you? I mean, this is just a foreshadowing what our relationship would be, is that we would start something and you'd finish it without me.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Thought you were exaggerating when you said that. And also, again, we're not dating.
I'm aware we're not dating, because if we were dating, you wouldn't have finished the season without me. You did. You don't respect me. You don't respect the TV shows that we bonded over.
Are you being serious right now, or is this just
I'm
like
110% serious. This is why I haven't texted you back.
Oh.
You only care about yourself.
You're right. It goes so much deeper than just a TV show there, Russell.
Exactly. Thanks for understanding my position on this.
No problem.
Okay, while I do think that, Russell, you're being like way over dramatic, he does bring up one point. I mean, if you commit to a TV show with someone,
Totally.
you finish it with someone.
I agree.
Okay, absolutely. And had we agreed, I would understand where he's coming from. But since we didn't talk about it at all, he hugged me at the door and we said, hope we hang out soon. I didn't think I was disrespecting him or cheating on him by watching some episodes the next morning.
Cheating?
You watched it the next morning? All right, let's go watch Game of Thrones or some Don't watch the thing we just started the next morning. That's crazy.
Principles.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
You know how bad I wanted to watch Dexter, but I didn't? I was going to wait for you. In fact, the second you left, I was going to start the 4th episode. But no, I was into you. I respect you. Let's wait, watch Dexter together. Nope, you just decide, I'm going to get some shut-eye, wake up. Russell, I'm going to start episode 4.
Oh, my gosh. You are a crazy crazy person.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
I can tell you're fired up, Russell, but I have to ask, would you like to go on a second date with Denise? We will pay for it.
No, I don't have time. I have to catch up on Dexter.
Oh, man.
I have a feeling that, Denise, you may be over it, too.
Yeah, I think I'm over it, dude. I can't believe I even like you. You sound like the total opposite of anything that I would like, which is stable.
You know what? I don't need you. I don't need people that are cheaters in my life.
Wow. He is really low-key.
It's important to him.
Yeah. Russell, I really hope you never meet anybody and start Breaking Bad with them.
Yeah, right?
I hope you never meet anyone because that's going to be the craziest, most toxic relationship in the entire world. And that's going to be before you guys even communicate with words.
Spoiler alert, I need to leave.
Oh, my God.
Is that all? I'm done here.
Yes, that's all, Russell. The episode is finished, and I'm glad we could all share it together.
Yeah, good for you, smart. Rub it in. I hope a girl never does that to you.
I hope so, too. And Denise, I hope you learned a valuable lesson today.
Absolutely. Don't date psychopaths.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Man, people take their TV watching very seriously.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Text in at 78592. It says, I had an ex that watched episodes of Park and Rec ahead of where we were at, and it was like a stab through the heart.
It is.
If you don't know what I'm talking about today's second date update. This dude, Russell, got a call from Denise. They went out together, and he wasn't calling her back. On their date, they ended up watching Dexter together, and they really enjoyed it. So she went home and watched a few episodes on her own and told him about it. And he stopped talking to her and didn't want to see her again because she was a liar and a cheater. And how dare she watch more episodes without him? He was pissed. And everybody texting in right now at 78592 is pretty much on his side.
Of course.
Yeah, okay. I understand being upset, right? It's caused fights in my relationship even before. But to not go out with someone again over it, that seems extreme
Yeah, I
to me.
refuse to watch anything with my girlfriend for the same reason. You go ahead a couple episodes, I'm like, okay, I will never start anything with you ever again. But you're right. It's not like I'm never going to see her again. I just don't watch TV with her anymore.
You're doing the smart thing. You're not watching TV with her, and you're not watching, because if she did watch an episode ahead of you, you'd probably end up breaking up with her at some point. Somebody
like
texted in at 78592 and says, I kind of get it. I've been dying to watch the new episode of Game of Thrones, but that's my girlfriend's show, and if she finds out, she'll kill me.
Well,
and there's lots of people texting in at 78592 saying they would kill somebody for watching episodes ahead of them.
Did you see the text that says, my husband didn't talk to me for 3 days because I watched an episode of Arrow without him? It was super offensive to him, too, apparently.
Yeah, apparently that's the worst thing you can do in a relationship.
3 days of the silent treatment?
Hey, I feel it, honestly.
I would rather you go out and have an affair. A super emotional one where you spent the whole time talking about how terrible I was as a person and that's why you're cheating on me, then watch one episode of Dexter without me.
Oh my God.
That is ridiculous.
Can you imagine
the disrespect?
if you actually did a spoiler to him? Like if you gave him something that happened later in the season?
Oh, really?
So they decided not to go out again. He did not want to talk to her anymore, and she was like, you're crazy because you're this upset about me watching Dexter ahead of time, and she didn't want to go out with him. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back, and hopefully it's not as bad as what just happened. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Any of you guys ever spilled something on a date before?
Oh, yeah. I've spilled all sorts of things.
Really?
I mean, like
Wow,
drinks
that
and
sounded
stuff.
dirtier.
Maybe I shouldn't have answered that.
Right, like food.
Maybe I shouldn't have asked that question.
Sure,
Oops,
Brooke.
sorry about that. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning, and moving 92.5. Your second date update. That's exactly what happened to Paul, who emailed us. He wants us to call a girl named Katie. What's going on, Paul?
Hey, guys.
So you spilled wine all over her, huh?
Ooh.
Yeah, just like, one of those oops moments where, like, I was reaching for my handkerchief and my hand hit her
You have
wine
a
glass.
wait, hold on. You have a handkerchief?
Well, no, like my napkin. My
okay.
hand just hit the napkin.
Allow me to grab the kerchief from my pocket, for I'm going to sneeze.
Oh, my God.
Apparently.
Was it red wine, too?
Yeah.
Oh,
the worst
you
wine.
suck, Paul.
So how'd you meet Katie?
I frequent this coffee shop near where I live, and I go there pretty much every morning, and she's just there
once in a while, and like I saw her, and like, oh, gorgeous girl, brown hair, kind of like everything I'm into as far as like a female's concerned, and like I don't normally do it, but I finally walked up to her and I was just like, hey, would you like to go out?
That's awesome. That is awesome. We need more men like that in Seattle for sure.
Thank you.
And so she said yes.
It was very scary.
What'd you guys do for your date?
Simple, took her out to dinner. Like, I don't want to make it anything weird. I just wanted to take her out something simple. And she was like everything that I could like hope for in a female. And
she was breathing, had 2 legs.
When you tipped her wine over, did she get cold then? Did she get pissed?
She acted like she was okay with it, but I could see on her face that she was a little bit mad.
Okay.
How much-
Trying to play it cool.
What was she wearing? I'm sorry, that's important.
No, it was like just simple, like T-shirt, nothing too fancy, but you know, nice that you wouldn't want to get wine on it.
Yeah.
Most of the wine spilled on the table, honestly. Like if anything hit her, it probably was just like a splash or two.
Did you reach over and like try to wipe it off her boobs or something inappropriate?
That's usually my go-to.
Yeah, I figured.
No. I did immediately offer to pay for it, but I didn't try to touch her.
Yeah, me, I just dump a whole thing of water on them right as soon as they walk up.
What t-shirt contest?
Yeah. Oops, sorry about that. I guess you might as well get up on the bar and dance. So, how long did you stay at dinner after you spilled stuff on her?
It was probably like 30 more minutes because we had just started eating.
Okay. And what was the end of the date like?
Cordial. Like, I hugged her, and honestly, it seemed like we would have a second date.
That's always a good way to describe it. Whenever I have a successful date, I always call one of my buddies, dude, we were so cordial at the end of that. Oh, man.
Paul is a little old school, okay? He refers to it as a handkerchief. Things are cordial.
Paul, you are under the age of 40, right?
I'm 26.
26, okay.
And there's nothing else you could think of other than the wine thing?
Not as far as I know. Like, I got home and I looked in the mirror questioning what happened, and I saw pepper in my teeth, but like,
pepper in your teeth?
Who's not going to go on a second date because there's pepper in somebody's teeth?
I won't. Absolutely not. I would never call a woman back. No.
No, but that's gross. If you have something in your teeth all night.
Why wouldn't she say something, though? I mean, I don't know.
Right.
I'd be
I
like,
never say anything.
A lot of people don't
you
say
don't?
anything.
You should. Please, people, let me know.
All right, well, we're going to call her after this song and get your second date update, okay?
Great.
All right. Hold on, man.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email us, brookeandjubal@moving925.com. We will call the person who didn't call you back. Paul is on the phone right now. He wants us to call Katie. He asked her out, went out to dinner. He ended up spilling wine kind of on her, and then went home and found out that he had some pepper in his teeth. So he feels like it's got to be one of those two things why she's not calling him back. What's going through your mind right now, Paul?
Really just trying to figure out what happened. Like, I just want to know what's going on.
If it's one of those two things, do you have an action plan on how to make her, not be so uptight about him?
Yeah.
Well, if it's pepper in the teeth, I'm just going to say, like, hey, I can't really help that. If it's wine, like, I'll try not to spill wine on her again. Like, that's not the norm for me. I'm not a clumsy guy.
I feel like if it's those two things, honestly, you shouldn't go out with her again.
Yeah, I don't.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
because
having
she's
a
almost
hard time with it,
too
too.
judgy, if that's the case.
Yeah, but she really fun.
He
She's
was about to say
really
she's
hot.
super hot. Yeah. All right. We'll give her a call right now, Paul. And in that case, go out with her again for sure.
It
Yeah, no
makes
matter
all
what
bad behavior okay.
Oh, gosh.
Hello?
Hi, is this Katie?
Yeah?
Hey, Katie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it.
She doesn't really
I'm
care,
doing okay.
Jubal.
My ankle is a little sore today. I think I might have tweaked it doing sprints, but other than that,
No.
A-okay. I wanted to call you because you recently went on a date with a friend of mine.
Okay.
His name is Paul.
You're friends with Paul?
Yeah. He's kind of a friend of the whole show, actually.
Yeah, we know Paul.
He wanted us to call you because he enjoyed going out on their date and really wanted to take you out again, but can't figure out why you're blowing him off.
Oh, okay.
He did tell us that he ended up kind of hitting his wine glass and spilling it all over the table.
The wine was not good, but I feel bad. I'm like talking about this with strangers.
Well, Katie, don't think of us as strangers then.
Yeah.
We're instant friends.
Yeah.
I just told you about my ankle.
Yeah.
I mean, we know each other so well.
I feel terrible saying this, but I guess out of all the dates I've been on, this date really took the cake.
That doesn't sound like you're saying it takes the cake in a good way.
No. There was this one thing that happened, which is we were having dinner, and then I went to the restroom, and when I got back, he was actually asleep.
What?
Like in the booth. And I kind of like sat across from him for a little bit, and I ate my food, and I felt really bad. And so probably like 5 minutes later, I just got up and I went back to the restroom because I just didn't want to embarrass him. Then he woke up, and I came back, and I had to act like nothing had happened.
So that's the reason?
Katie, Paul is actually on the other line and just heard what he said.
So the reason is because I fell asleep while you were away to the bathroom?
I just feel like any guy who falls asleep when he's on a date with me, like, it probably isn't going to work out.
Well, no, I think completely misread the situation. I took Tylenol PM because I had a cold earlier that day. So, like, yeah, I was tired, but definitely did not.
Why are you taking Tylenol PM during the day there, Paul, and drinking wine with it?
Dayquil, Paul. That's the word day in it.
Mm-hmm.
Dayquil knocks you out more than anything.
No,
it's not a good decision. Maybe the conversation was just that interesting.
I don't know. You know, dating is weird, like to have him fall asleep, and I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
It made me feel like a loser, or like made me feel kind of like maybe I wasn't pretty, or I don't know. I just felt really insecure. And then he's sleeping, and I just felt very uncomfortable.
Hey, you want to go out for a nap?
Hey, senior citizens are really into that.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Paul, do you remember falling asleep?
I mean, I do, but I honestly thought like I woke up right during our normal conversation, so I didn't think it was like an issue.
Okay.
Like I thought I was alive and awake for her.
So you thought you just nodded off real quick.
Right.
Okay. It's kind of weird, though, to come back from the bathroom and have to sit there for 5 minutes while someone's asleep in front of you and then go back to the bathroom and come back and fake like you just came back to the table after they woke up. Like,
I'm weirded out by that. You continued to have a date with me, even though I wasn't like mentally present.
But I was trying to be polite. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to embarrass
Nice
you.
and all, but I wasn't there.
So you could have called. We could have spoken not on the radio about this too.
I tried. You didn't answer the phone.
I can't believe you called me on the radio.
all right, Katie, here's a question for you. Would you like to go out with Paul again? We will pay for it. See if he can actually stay awake the whole time.
No, I don't think so.
Really?
I'm sorry.
That's interesting. There's a reason he goes to a coffee shop every day, apparently.
Yeah, seriously. Paul, do you want to try to convince her to go out with you?
I mean, I would love to take her out again, but by the sounds of this, she's not interested.
Yeah.
Way to fight for her, Paul.
Yeah, that was good.
I almost fell asleep while he was doing that, saying that.
Hey, man, it's a first date. I'm not going to try too hard.
Okay.
Right. Maybe Katie was the right judge of character there,
Well,
Paul.
there you go.
You don't have a lot of fire.
All right. Paul, I guess you got your answer, though. Try not to fall asleep on any more first dates. Don't take Tylenol PM before you go on one.
God, I hope you weren't planning on getting lucky that night. That would have been really embarrassing.
Yeah, girls don't like it when you fall asleep doing that. Trust me, I've done that. They get really angry.
Brooke and Jubal.
You know, since I've been single for a while now, I've had my friends' girlfriends ask if they can set me up with one of their friends, and I tell them no.
Yeah, what are they thinking?
Because I know that that's going to just end poorly. Like, we're not going to be friends anymore after that.
Yeah.
So I say no. And you guys have been set up through friends before, and you've done it, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
which is
think
good.
everybody has. They always say it's the best way to meet someone.
That's how David met Rachel, right?
That's right.
Oh.
He sounds super pumped up about it. David, your email said that you met through friends, you went out for a happy hour, and in your words, you had a few drinks or maybe too many drinks.
Well, I definitely had a couple before and a couple during.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Is it one of those things, David, where we should multiply a couple by a few more and then we get to the real number?
Well, you can never really tell how the bartender pours.
That's nice.
Especially when you're drinking before the date, David.
Yeah. Was she also on your same path of drunkenness?
Well, she drank the same amount I drank when we were together. Just I don't know what she was doing before.
Okay. So what happened on the date? How'd it go?
I thought it went good. It was fun. She's hot.
Ooh, nice. You got lucky.
Yeah, great style. She's red hair.
I love how men describe dates. I thought it went well. She's hot.
Yeah.
She's got red hair. That tells me nothing about what happened,
That's
David.
how it works.
But
That's all the guys want to know. We're like,
The
perfect.
men in the room are like, oh, I got it.
Sounds like a good
bro.
date to me.
Great date, bro.
Did you have good conversation? Did you connect? Do you have similar interests?
I probably talked about my ex a little too much, which I knew I wasn't going to do.
You talked about your ex on a first date?
It's one of those things. I'm like, don't do it, and just end up doing it.
David, how does that subject come up?
Well, you can find a lot of ways to.
If you're trying to, yes, you can. But I mean, she didn't ask you any questions about it specifically, right?
No, but I just had been to that bar before with my ex, so that was it was an uncomfortable transition, but unfortunately that's how we got there.
What'd you say? Like, hey, nice meeting you here. Me and my ex used to come here all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean it to sound like that, but I bet that's exactly how it sounded.
So how did the date end? Did she get, pissed at you for this?
No, I mean, she seemed cool. That's why, I called her a couple times, but then I started getting in my head, did I really mess it up by just talking about Linda so much?
Linda.
Oh,
You called, did you, when you were talking about your ex, did you call her by first name like that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That definitely didn't say my ex all the time. Yeah,
that sounds bad.
Did you try to save yourself at all at the end of the date by saying, hey, I'd really like to see you again. I think you're amazing.
No. Okay. I kind of was buzzing pretty good, so I felt real good until... it was just like later,
He tried to say that, but all he said was, woo! Date!
David, oh my God.
Usually when we do the second date updates, there's some mystery. Like, why didn't she call me back? There's so many options to choose from here now.
I was drunk. I talked about my ex the whole time.
Dude.
All right, if we get her on the phone in a couple minutes, how do you want me to approach it? What do you want me to say to her on your behalf that will hopefully get you a second date?
Say that I thought we had a good time, and if I did anything wrong, I'd love to know because I'm about self-improvement.
Okay.
And I like her.
Okay. Hold on. We're going to play a song, come right back, and then call her and get your second date update.
All right.
Think about your ex the whole time.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
It's Moving 92.5, Brooke and Jubal in the morning. If you're just tuning into today's second date update, David went out with a girl named Rachel. He talked about his ex-girlfriend, Linda, the whole time. Apparently, David was also kind of drunk when he showed up to the date. David, what do you hope to accomplish when we get her on the phone? Best case scenario.
I just hope, I can just tell her it was just an innocent mistake, being so buzzed when she got there, and that I don't make a habit of talking about my ex, so... I don't want her to hold that against me and just kind of apologize for that.
If she was my girlfriend and my girlfriend told me this story, I would say, don't ever go out with this dude again.
Really?
Yeah, you're going to have to do some really serious sweet talking here.
I'm ready for it.
Okay.
All right. Here we go, David. I'm going to get her on the phone right now, all right?
Sounds good.
All right.
Hello?
Hi, is Rachel there?
Yeah, hi, this is Rachel.
Rachel, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Yeah, hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Who's this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning on the radio station Moving 92.5. We do a morning show.
Okay.
And we're calling you because you recently went out on a date with a guy named David. And he's been trying to get a hold of you.
Mm-hmm.
But you haven't returned his calls or texts. We're curious why.
Why are you so curious about my date?
Well, we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and don't call them back, they email us to get the reason why.
Did he tell you about the date?
He did. He emailed us and said that he really liked you. He enjoyed the time that you guys spent together. He said that he mistakenly maybe had a little bit too much to drink.
Yeah. So he told you about Linda.
Yes, he did.
Oh, God.
Is Linda the reason that you won't call him back?
Well, what else did he tell you about Linda and our first date?
That's pretty much it. He said that he brought his ex-girlfriend Linda up a few times, and he knows that was probably stupid.
Did he mention that he took me to a restaurant that he used to go with her to?
Yeah, he did say that.
Okay. Did he mention what else he used to do with her there?
What?
No.
What? Rachel, what did he say?
I'd say for a first date, he definitely overshared information. Apparently, this restaurant was one of the restaurants that they would have sex in the bathroom.
Oh, my God.
And one off? I didn't think it could get worse than bringing up your ex on a first date. What?
Yeah. I mean, it was just, who got that? Who talks like that on a first date?
Oh, I'm mortified.
Wow.
I didn't ask.
Oh, my God.
How did he bring that up, Rachel?
I think he started drinking before the date, to be honest with you.
Okay.
He showed up a little bit loose. And he just started talking about the restaurant and how they used to meet there. And the reason it was a favorite is because they'd had sex in the bathroom.
How did you respond?
And I had to pee, and I wasn't going to go in there after I heard that. Like, I had to hold it for the rest of the date. It was miserable.
Yeah, of course you're scared to go in the bathroom. You're scared he might follow you in there.
Exactly. He proceeded to tell me that he had a goal with Linda to do it all over the city, in all different places, and all different positions, sort of give me the walking tour of where they had sex.
Rachel?
Yeah, and positions they did it in, like at the Starbucks. I just need to hear.
Rachel?
Yes.
David is actually on the other line listening.
What?
David's on the phone.
He's listening to me right now.
Yes.
Hey, Rachel.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit in shock right now. So he heard everything?
Yeah. David, you said you don't remember saying that stuff?
I screwed up, obviously. I would not say something like that. I'm just sorry. I don't think that's, good behavior, especially for a first date. And
no, it's not good behavior for a first date. It made me feel horrible. Like, you're talking about another woman by name and all the places you did it with her and what you did with her, and you seem to be enjoying it. I was not. I mean, you didn't read me at all. It was awful. You were. I mean, you'd had drinks before our date, had you not? I mean, you smelled like you had
just to loosen up, and
you were very
not
loose.
to drink too fast.
You were very loose.
I'm being polite.
I mean, that's not me. Like, that's not me normally. Like, that's just a mistake that I apologize for. That I hope,
you're supposed to be there, taking care of me and entertaining and getting to know one another, and you're drunk. You don't remember anything.
Well, now, Rachel, I think it was probably pretty entertaining.
No, Jubal.
Yeah, very entertaining for him.
That's not laughable. It's horrible.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible. But, plus time, horrible could work out and be laughable.
Well, trust me, and my friends laughed about you.
David,
it was funny.
What would make you think? And I know you were drunk, but what would make you think it's okay to talk about doing things with your ex-girlfriend in the bathroom?
I imagine it's something she must have said that got me going in that direction. Not
don't blame it on me. I didn't even know what cowboy style was before I had to go home and Google it.
That's amazing.
Well,
I don't blame it on me.
Different things.
David, are you ready to date? Are you not over your ex?
No.
I'm over. It's
over, on the side, underneath, all over the place.
Over, which is why I like trashing her.
Rachel, there's a long list of reasons you shouldn't call David back. Was there anything that you liked about him on the date?
When it was over, was great.
But if you listen to him now, though, he's sober. He sounds really apologetic. It's not like he doesn't, agree.
He does not sound really apologetic.
David?
I am really apologetic. I just am kind of, you're telling me things that are awful that I did that I don't remember doing. So I'm just...
No woman is going to stand for this.
Unless
I've known women that have stood for it.
Unless it's one of Jubal's ex-girlfriends.
I mean, just don't generalize women. I mean, we all have our things,
David, okay,
don't generalize women.
Try to state your case here.
look, I made a mistake and I'm sorry. And most men won't apologize for their mistakes. And I think you're super hot, and I had a good time, and I would love to get a chance to prove to you that I'm not an idiot.
I'm pretty sure I already know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Rachel, would you like to go out on a second date with David? We'll pay for it.
It takes a certain kind of man to say that sort of thing and to apologize. So I am going to give you an answer. David, here's your answer.
Wow. All right.
Wow. I thought she was just
call
going
her back?
I'm not going to call her back, dude. David, did you learn something at least maybe about yourself on dates and not drinking beforehand?
Yeah, I mean, everything I learned is in that sentence. Just don't do that next time.
David, 2 words for you. 2 words for you in your dating future, all right?
Okay.
Bikini baristas. Get after it.
He's right.
Brooke and Jubal.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The guy on the phone to do a second date update today scored a date with probably one of the hardest people to get a date with.
Ooh. Really?
You know, one of the hardest professions. They're used to telling guys no all the time. And you always dream about getting a date with them, but it never works out.
Oh, I know what you're talking about
I'm
now.
not talking about your local state senator.
Oh, then
Those
we are
women
not on the same
are
page.
constantly turning dates down. The male senators, they're easy to get a date with. Like, they just send you random messages on Twitter all the time. You have to turn them down. But the female senators, really tough to get a date with. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a bartender.
Oh,
yeah.
It is tough to score a date with a female bartender.
It sure is.
Because they're used to just drunk dudes hitting on him all night long, and somehow he did it. His name is Tom.
Wow.
He's on the phone right now. Tom, I bow down to you. Good job, sir.
Well, yeah, I mean, thank you.
Did you actually hit on her inside her own bar?
You know, I did, but not probably in the way that you think. I wasn't gross about it. I didn't want to be gross about it.
Oh, because I thought for sure you just pulled down your pants and said, you want some of this.
That doesn't usually work for me.
No. I've gotten kicked out of a few bars doing that. So I'm glad you didn't go that route. So how did you do it? Because I'm sure there's a lot of guys wondering. I know I've tried to hit on a few bartenders and always gotten turned down.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I had the fear in me that I was just going to get shot down. So, and I guess this is the embarrassing part. I was like, let's Google how you hit on a bartender. And there's a million articles.
Right.
Really? I don't know why that shocks me.
There's so many. And the thing is, it's sort of like pretty commonsensical, which is like, don't treat her like she's a bartender, just treat her like she's a human being. And how do you interact with human beings? You like find commonality and you actually talk to them like a person.
Oh, so just like you're hitting on a regular person.
Yeah.
Weird.
Huh.
You just blew Jubal's
Interesting.
mind.
And you know that sort of idea of like, I'm not hitting on you because you're hot. I'm hitting on you because I think you're interesting. We might have something in common.
Right.
Again, now Jubal's out.
I'm so confused.
He's so out. This is never going to work for him.
What's her name, by the way?
Her name is Heather.
Heather, all right. And did you stay there until closing time? How did you,
I absolutely did. I mean, I stayed there as long as I could because I didn't want to like be like, so what's up, when she's trying to do her job.
Right. So you wait till she's done and then she's walking out to her car and you're standing by her car.
No.
No, that doesn't quite. No.
I just don't know how you did it.
Yeah, I think you need to give up on guessing.
It was a slow night, which really helped. And I was there with friends, so it wasn't like I was just there by myself.
Good.
And then finally, when it was like we were all leaving and they were starting to put the chairs up, I was like, look, I know you get hit on all the time. And I don't want to be a creep, and I want to keep coming into this bar, and I don't want it to be weird, but I'd love to go out sometime. I'd love to have a drink or have dinner or something. And is that something you'd be interested in? You just sort of like, like put all my cards on the table.
Man, my heart just melted. That's the nicest thing I've ever heard. No wonder she agreed to a date with you.
And she was like, yeah, sure thing.
Cool.
What did you guys do when you went out?
So we just went out to dinner. And we chatted, like, it was really great, actually. It was very easy. None of it felt like, what am I going to do or what am I going to talk about? It was all just very easy. And that felt great. That's usually not the case when it comes to going on a date. usually I have to invent worlds of interesting things to talk about, and I feel like super, I don't know, self-conscious. And I didn't feel any of that, so it was awesome.
How did you guys end things?
Well, we went back to her place and continued talking, had another drink, and did a little makeout on the couch, like a little, so that was awesome. And actually her roommates came home like sort of in the middle of it. And that was super awkward.
And they're bartenders too, and they all joined in.
This fantasy gets
Oh
better
my
and
God.
better.
That would have been great. No, that didn't.
Damn.
But no, that didn't happen. So we just sort of stood up awkwardly. I mean, we were like, there was no clothing off. Like, we weren't at that point.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was just sort of uncomfortable, but also kind of funny. But that was a pretty good segue to the end of the evening. She's like, hey, my roommates are home. Like, I should hang out. And I was like, yeah. But then as she walked me out, we kissed again. So I was like, okay. I felt like if we lost any momentum, we sort of got it back in that moment.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, that's great.
Right,
I mean, it sounds really sweet, to be honest with you.
It felt pretty great, to be honest with you.
So why do you think she's not calling back now?
I have no idea, and it's kind of making me crazy.
Are you showing up to the bar every day and just silently staring at her the whole time?
No, I haven't. I haven't been back to the bar just for other reasons, just because I've been too busy at work. But I also didn't want to show up and be like, hey.
Creepy.
Yeah. So I don't know. I didn't want to mess up my relationship to that bar either. And so now I'm worried, I don't know how many things I've messed up or if I've messed up anything. She's a super cool person. Maybe she's just going out with somebody else.
Okay.
And it could be totally fine. It's the not knowing part that's really hard.
How long has it been?
It's been a little bit over a week.
Okay.
Right. You sound so normal and nice and respectful.
Oh, thanks, guys.
I feel like there's something that we're not getting.
Wrong with it?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
That sounds great. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Tom is on the phone, and he wants to call a girl named Heather. Tom did something that men have been trying to do for a long time. It's an age-old tradition. You saunter into the bar after a long day at work, and you pull up your stool, and you take off your hat, and you say, howdy, miss. I'd like 2 fingers of Jack, please.
I feel like we're in a
Why,
saloon.
your gams are looking good today.
Oh, not the gams.
I'm tired. Sure could use a load off. My dogs are barking. Been plowing the fields since 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of plowing fields, how about you and me go back to my place? Or we just stay here at the bar, either one.
Hey, man,
And that's what happened.
Forward.
In other words, Tom went out on a date with a bartender.
Yes.
He got her number, they went out for dinner, and he says that they had a great time. Even ended the night with a makeout session back at her place that was broken up at some point by her roommates coming back and ruining the whole thing.
Oh.
But she kissed him before he left, and then that's the last he heard from her. So we're about to call her right now and find out what went wrong. Tom, ready to go, Chief?
Oh, yeah. Ready to go.
Now, are you concerned that if she says something really awful that you'll never be able to frequent the bar again? Because you like that bar.
I mean, that is definitely a concern, but I'd like to think of her well-being higher than that, but it's definitely a concern.
Okay.
There are lots of other bars out there and lots of other bartenders.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
like your motivational speech,
Yeah.
Jubal. That was good.
That's it. I'm not telling you you're going to get a second date. Just, hey, there's probably other places that you could go, so don't worry about it. All right, I'm going to call her right now. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, is Heather there?
Yeah, this is her.
Hey, Heather, how are you? My name is Jubal. I host the morning show, Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How did you get my number?
A friend of mine gave it to me, actually.
A friend of yours?
A friend of mine. His name is Tom. And you guys recently went out on a date.
Tom gave you my number?
Yeah.
What the Why the hell would Tom give you my number?
Well, we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So Tom emailed us and told us about your date. And then...
Oh, okay. He told you about our date.
Yes, he did. And then he also said that he's confused why you're not getting back to him because he'd like to see you again.
That's bullshit. I don't understand what the hell he's thinking.
I am confused by your reaction.
I think he didn't want to call you and ask because you've already proven that you don't want to talk to him because he's tried, I guess. Yeah. So he thought maybe we could get you on the phone and be successful.
Oh, he's... okay.
He sounded really nice.
He sounded nice? Yeah, I thought he was nice too until I found out who he really is. Whoa. He was acting like a f***ing ass. I mean, I don't know if he told you the whole story.
He said that you guys made out at the end of the night and you even kissed him again to tell him goodbye.
That was the biggest regret of my life. I swear to God, making out with that ass.
Wow. Really? What did he do? Because he sounded nice and he didn't mention anything about being a jerk on your date. Yeah.
Well, obviously, he didn't give you the full story, but this is what actually happened. The night went great. As far as I knew, I was going to hang out with him probably the next day. But a couple days later, I went out with my friend back to that same restaurant that he took me to, which was amazing, by the way.
Wait, hold on. You went back to the same restaurant after going out on a date with Tom?
Right. Okay. So I went and we sat down. And this other random server came up to our table, and she looks at me and she goes, "Hey, would you mind having your brother give me a call sometime soon?"
Wait, what brother? Did you?
That's what I said. I don't have a brother. I don't know what she's talking about. I've never been to that restaurant before other than with Tom.
And Tom is not your brother.
Obviously, Tom is not my brother.
Right.
So was she talking about Tom?
I mean, I wasn't sure at the time what she was talking about, but she brings up seeing me a week and some days ago with some guy, my brother, I guess, and she talks about how she met Tom when he went out for a cigarette. Apparently, there's a spot in the back where all of the servers take their smoke break, and he was out there having a cigarette, and they started talking. And she said that they had made out, and clearly they had some sort of a connection because she was pretty upset that he hadn't contacted her about it, and he said none of this to me.
So wait, when did they make out, though? Like in the back alley while they're smoking, or later on?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I couldn't tell you when they made out, but she clearly, obviously, I don't know this chick from a hole in the wall, and she claims that he was my brother, so clearly there must have been enough going on between them for her to assume that.
That is
I can understand why you think he's kind of a jerk then.
No, he's more than a jerk. He's a f***ing ass and a pig.
So
the only reason why I didn't sleep with him is because my roommates came home. I was going to call him later, and then I find out when I went to the restaurant again that he actually was cheating on me. Like, what the hell?
Well, I don't know if you can call it cheating because you guys aren't really together.
I mean, I get it. It's low.
Right. Cheating might not be the word, but it's the lowest f***ing blow, and it's a disgusting move, and I would never want to be with a person who claims that it's okay to be with more than one chick in one night.
Oh, man.
I like
Well, Heather, I mean, every side has two stories. Would you like to hear Tom's side of the story?
No, I actually don't want to hear his side of the story. I actually don't even have time to be talking to you guys right now, but thanks for giving me a ring. Why don't you tell him to never contact me again?
How about you tell him? Because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Are you f***ing kidding me right now?
No, I'm not.
So he's been on the line he's heard this entire thing?
Yeah, you can say hi to him if you want.
Let me talk to him.
Tom?
Listen, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you should be sorry. You're a f***ing pig. That's the grossest thing I have ever experienced. And thankfully, I'm all right, but you really need some f***ing help.
Oh!
Tom hung up.
He did?
Heather,
so he is
Tom,
guilty. I thought for sure.
He knew it was
Tom hung up the phone on us.
Yeah, he's a f***ing p***. Of course he hung up the phone on you.
Oh, my God.
I want to... Heather, I know you said you were busy, but can I try to call him back? I want to talk to him.
You can do whatever you want. I don't care.
I'll let you yell at him.
He's obviously guilty if he hung up.
If he wasn't so two-faced, right? So if he didn't paint such a picture of such a nice, I don't know what happened.
I'm going to try to call him back and see if he'll answer.
Oh, my God.
Hey, listen, man. I don't know what else I can say. I don't know what I can say.
Hey, Tom,
this
hang on. Tom, Heather's gone. We let her go. Okay, so she's not going to yell at you. All right?
Were you that scared of her?
I'm scared of her. It's that I just feel like a complete creepazoid. What do I say to her?
Is what she said true?
It's true.
What, dude?
What the hell, Tom? Why would you call us and not know what was going on?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I went out for a cigarette break, and I don't know. I didn't think that date one was like we're exclusive. I don't know. It was stupid. It was really dumb.
And you told the waitress that she was your sister?
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
Tom.
I just didn't. I mean, honestly, I didn't know she'd ever find out about it. It was dumb.
Tom, what about the makeout thing that she was talking about? Did you do that while you were out on the date?
Yeah.
Did I make out with a girl while I was out on the date?
Yeah, like in the alley.
Yeah, I did. We actually did a little bit more than make out.
I'm right here, Tom. Are you kidding me right now? This is unbelievable.
Man, you guys said that she was not on the phone.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
God,
I lied.
It's a lot of liars.
Heather, we weren't exclusive. I wasn't planning on it happening.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
I don't
sorry.
care. I don't care if we were exclusive or not, but it's called human decency to not hook up with two women within 2 hours from each other. That's all I'm saying.
And how the hell did you get that done in 5 minutes in an alleyway?
That's a long time. You're right. That is a long time.
I mean, just so everyone knows, we didn't go all the way. We just fooled around and some stuff happened.
Oh, yeah, no, they didn't have sex. Yeah, everyone standing ovation for the one who didn't have sex in the back alleyway of a restaurant. Like, really big of you, Tom. Like, really big of you.
I'm sorry. Heather, I'm really sorry. I had this night where I was on. Like, I was on fire. I was in the zone. There was
You
something
were on fire? What the hell are you talking about? This isn't a basketball game where you're shooting 3-pointers or something. No, this is you on a date with me, and you it up. I don't care if you were in the zone. I don't care if you just slam dunked it. But you need to respect me. You need to seriously see me as a person that's worth your time, and you didn't. You disgust me.
I gotta agree with her on this one. Like, Tom, how could you go sit back down at a table after making out with some random chick in an alleyway and then have the gall to go back to Heather's house?
Oh, man.
Look, I made a mistake, and I got caught up in the moment. It won't happen again. I don't think I'm going to be in this kind of situation again.
You guys won't be in this kind of situation again because I'm never going to go on a date with you again. Do you understand that? Like, it's unbelievable that you even did that in the first place. You will not get another chance to do it again.
Listen, I hear you. I know what you're saying, Heather. You don't want to go out again. I want another chance to show you that I can do this, that I can be a reasonable...
Do what? Don't the waitress on our next date? Is that your plan? Like,
you know what? It's baby steps, when dating. You got to start small and teach guys not to do that, Heather, would you be willing to go on a second date with Tom?
God.
We'll pay for it.
Would you please go out with me and let me prove that I can show you that I can...
You will not finish your sentence because I'm going to let you know exactly how I feel about you right now. You are a bag of You disgust me. I actually considered sleeping with women after you. You made me so disgusted with men. And you made me embarrassed to go out on a date with a person that I normally would never go on a date on. So grow a pair of balls and do not talk to me ever again.
Whoa.
Heather, does that mean that you won't date any of your customers anymore either?
Obviously, I've learned my lesson, and I'm never dating another customer ever again.
Great. Thanks a lot, Tom. You've ruined it for everybody. Damn it.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
A text in at 78592 says, I can see if it was a different night because they weren't exclusive, but during the date, with like tons of exclamation points and question marks, talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Tom wanted to call a girl named Heather. She wasn't calling him back after they went on a date. She was a bartender where he liked to go. He ended up asking her out, and they went out and had a decent date. But after the date, she wasn't calling him back. Why? Because she really liked the restaurant that he took her to. So she went back on another day with a friend of hers. And while she was there, the server came over and was like, hey, can you tell your brother to call me? Because he hasn't called me. It's like, what are you talking about? And she was like, oh, the guy you were in here with, your brother. She's like, well, it wasn't my brother. It was the guy I was dating. She's like, oh, well, because that day he said he was your brother. We went out back and messed around while I was on a smoke break and he went out for a cigarette.
Savage.
So he actually hooked up with another girl during the date, during dinner.
Wow.
On the date. Some dudes out there are like, he's my hero.
So gross, man.
That's a lot of work. That is way too much work.
He didn't pull it off. He got caught. He called out on the radio. Didn't pull it off at all. Although it does sound like the waitress still wanted a night with him. So
I think he's good. I think he'll just move on to the waitress and be able to get it there. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back. Just if you hooked up with somebody else during your date, probably know you got caught, and don't bother sending us an email on that one.